The stock market had a rough day on July 6th as strong U.S. jobs data fueled expectations of another interest rate hike this month amid the ongoing trade tensions between the U.S. and China. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.75%, the S&P 500 dropped 0.86%, and the Nasdaq Composite slid 0.72%. Over the past week, Mullen stock has increased by 37.8%. However, over the last month, 3 months, and year, the stock has experienced significant declines of 76.7%, 93.1%, and 99.3% respectively. Mullen Automotive, an American electric vehicle manufacturer based in Irvine, California, has recently faced volatility in its stock price. After a reverse stock split, Mullen stock briefly surpassed $1, but it has since fallen below that mark due to selling pressure. Year to date, the stock has experienced a substantial decline of around 90%. Mullen stock was recently delisted from the Russell 2000 exchange and now faces the risk of being delisted from the Nasdaq exchange. The stock has been consistently trading below $1, and unless the management implements a plan to raise the stock price above $1, it is unlikely to remain listed on Nasdaq. The stock price of Mullen has been consistently trading below both the 50-day and 200-day moving averages. The current values for these averages are 89 cents and $5.24 respectively. With buyers unable to reverse the downward trend, the stock is close to falling below 10 cents. The stock has been oversold from a technical standpoint, and selling pressure has been high. In May 2023, Mullen's management announced a 1-4-25 reverse split, which briefly increased the stock price above $1. However, the stock price has returned to its pre-reverse split level due to continuous short selling. Mullen stock has been on a downward trend for most of the period, falling from 74 cents per share on June 1, 2023, to 22 cents per share on July 6, 2023, a decline of 70%. The stock reached its lowest point on July 5, 2023, when it closed at 10 cents per share after a massive sell-off for unknown reasons. The stock rebounded slightly on July 6, 2023, after the company announced a $25 million stock buyback program. Mullen Automotive stock has been very volatile, with large swings in price and volume. The stock had its highest volume on July 5, 2023, when it traded over 1.3 billion shares, and its lowest volume on June 2, 2023, when it traded only 16.6 million shares. The stock had its highest daily gain on July 6, 2023, when it rose by 29.4%, and its highest daily loss on June 20, 2023, when it fell by 33.3%. The stock also had several days when it moved by more than 10% in either direction. The data suggests that Mullen stock is highly speculative and risky, as it is influenced by various news and events related to the company and the electric vehicle industry. Investors should be aware of the potential rewards and risks of investing in this stock. Technically, Mullen stock is strongly bearish and has been searching for stable support. The 10 cents price level is expected to act as support in the next trading day, but given the current momentum, the stock could likely fall below 10 cents. On the upside, the 20 cents price level will serve as psychological resistance for the stock. The relative strength index of Mullen supports the bearish sentiment, as it is within the overbought territory at $27.61 on the one-day time frame. This indicates that buyers have outnumbered sellers, suggesting a positive market sentiment. The trade recommendation for Mullen stock is to buy, which the Moving Average Convergence Divergence or MACD indicator confirms. The MACD line is above the signal line on the MACD chart, and the volume histogram bars have shifted to the bullish side. The Williams percent range chart shows a downtrend within the oversold territory, with the Williams percent range at -65.39. This further indicates bearish momentum. Mullen Automotive expects earnings per share of $1.30 for the year, lower than their previous forecast of $1.35. Mullen announced on July 6, 2023, that it had authorized a $25 million stock buyback program, effective immediately. The company said that it believes that its stock is undervalued and that the buyback program reflects its confidence in its long-term growth prospects. The company plans to use its existing cash and cash equivalents to fund the buyback program, which will be executed through open market purchases or privately negotiated transactions, subject to market conditions and other factors. A stock buyback program is a corporate action in which a company repurchases its own shares in the marketplace. This practice reduces the number of outstanding shares available and will increase the company's earnings per share. A company may do this to return money to shareholders that it doesn't need to fund operations and other investments or boost its share price if it believes its stock is undervalued. A stock buyback program can create value for shareholders by increasing the demand for the stock and signaling confidence in the company's future prospects. However, some critics argue that stock buybacks can also be a way for companies to manipulate their financial ratios, avoid taxes, or reward executives at the expense of long-term growth. Will Mullen stock reach $1, or will Mullen recover? Reaching $1 for Mullen stock may not be a difficult task, considering the growth of the electric vehicle market. However, despite being founded in 2014, Mullen Automotive has yet to deliver its first electric vehicle. Recent developments, such as the arrival of Mullen's first EV van in Europe and a partnership with Randy Marion Automotive Group for commercial vehicle sales, have provided positive momentum for the company. Additionally, Mullen is entering the EV infrastructure market through a partnership with EV charging solution provider Loop Capital, which could contribute to revenue growth. These recent events, occurring towards the end of 2022, have the potential to generate significant revenue for Mullen in 2023. However, the company's stock performance is also impacted by factors such as a pending reverse split and the need for additional cash to start production at scale. Considering the volatile nature of the stock in 2022 and the current challenges Mullen faces, it may not be attractive to buy in the short term. However, with the potential growth of the EV market and the positive developments mentioned, Mullen could be a good investment for the long term. Mullen Automotive is a pre-revenue company with limited cash and faces the risk of delisting from exchanges. The company's stock performance has been volatile, and it currently lacks the financial strength to start production at a significant scale. However, recent deals with RMA and Loop Global provide some optimism for 2023. In an interview, Mishiri said he expects to produce 660 Class 1 and 930 Class 3 vehicles in 2023. He said that the Class 1 vehicles would be ready to leave the factory while the Class 3 vehicles would be delivered to customers. In 2024, he expects to make 368 Class 1 one-seaters, 11,000 Class 1 two-seaters, and 3,000 Class 3 vehicles. The one-seater is meant for short delivery routes and will probably not bring in much revenue. Some companies need these vehicles for less mile delivery, and it's a one-person job, not a two-person job, so we designed it that way, Mishiri explained about the one-seater. The two-seater seems to be the main attraction, as it has a high target of 11,000 units. If we add up the numbers, we get 1,590 vehicles for 2023 and 14,368 vehicles for 2024, a jump of 804%. With the Class 3 vehicle production set to begin this month, Mullen has a lot of work to do. The company has partnered with NRTC Integration to help with the production process. This involves installing, integrating, and automating systems and robots. Mullen's Tunica, Mississippi facility has been upgraded to prepare for production. It has more staff, automated guided vehicles, and chassis assembly lines, among other things. The facility also has 120,000 square feet of manufacturing space and sits on 100 acres of land. After the production, deliveries will likely start in August and September. Successful deliveries would mean that Mullen would report positive revenue in the quarter ending September 30th. The future of Mullen appears uncertain, and 2023 may continue to be a challenging year for Mullen stock. However, factors such as the growth of the EV market and the successful launch of Mullen's EVs could lead to a positive surge in the stock price. Stay tuned to see if Mullen can navigate through these turbulent times and deliver on its commitments. So, what are your thoughts on David Mishiri and Mullen Automotive's future? Is the buyback enough to regain the trust of the investors? Let us know in the comments section below. And while you're at it, make sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons down below. Now, if you want to know more about this story, then make sure to click and watch this video right here and enjoy. And that's the end of this video, guys. See you next time.